will be hosted by Katendi, and I will be moderating the session. So let's start the all hands with some weekly inspiration, yeah. And this will be brought up by Katendi. So over to you, Katendi.
Okay, good morning everyone. Yeah, it's been a long time. I am not hosting. Jadi sekarang ada kesempatan. Hopefully this weekly inspirationnya bisa inspire kalian semua. So I would like to introduce Indra Noi. Who know about the Indra Noi? I think no one know ya. But his company produce something that famous. So Indra Noi, next Nadia, Indra Noi itu adalah CEO of PepsiCo gitu, yang sekarang dia udah pensiun, so she had retired. But this is the inspired journey from Indra Noi. So Indra Noi joined the PepsiCo as a senior vice president before the CEO of the corporate strategy and development in 1994. And then she was named president and chief financial officer of the company in 2001. And then she oversaw the acquisition in the 1998 of the Tropicana product and merged in 2001 with the Quaker Oats Co. I think everyone know the Quaker Oats, yeah. And then Tropicana company as well. And then she was named CEO in 2006, replacing the Stephen Raymond, becoming the fifth CEO of PepsiCo in 44 years history. So under her leadership, PepsiCo revenues increased from 335 billion US dollar in 2006 to 63.5 billion dollar in 2017. It's like a 2 times increase for the revenue. And then she had multiple roles actually in the PepsiCo. In addition to being the former CEO of PepsiCo, and also the former chairman, chief financial officer, and also VP of corporate strategy and development. Okay, next Nadia. So here the little story about the Indra Noi. We can watch how she inspired.
Visit our website.
Okay, Nadia.
Startupstories.in for more inspirational stories and updates from the startup world.
I left India 35 years ago, went on to the United States, and had tremendous success in that meritocracy. But none of that could have happened if I hadn't had a wonderful upbringing very much here in India. So I have a lot to thank India for. I joined PepsiCo when she was 18 months old, and I lived in the company. I just worked all the time. And how did I do it? Huge number of sacrifices, huge number of sacrifices, trade-offs. And I think through it all, I might be a CEO today, and I have to remind myself of what I lost. It says, "Dear Mom, I love you. Please come home. Please, 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 please come home. I love you, but I love you more if you came home." This is my 4 or 5-year-old writing these notes. First, please be a lifelong student. When we are kids, we ask questions like, why is the sky blue? Why is the bird flying so high? But for some reason, as we get older, that curiosity goes away. And if we're happy with the knowledge we have, then we are actually going to atrophy. So please remain a lifelong student. Don't lose that curiosity. Second, whatever you do, throw yourself into it. Throw your head, heart, and hands into it. I look at my job not as a job. I look at it as a calling, as a passion. And I don't care about the hours. I don't care about the heart. So whatever you do, please look upon it as a calling and a passion, not as a job, not as something temporary. The third and the most important one, please help others rise. Greatness comes not from a position, but from helping build the future. All of us in positions of power have an obligation to pull others up. The fourth skill I'd say is consistency. It's important that leaders are consistent. You can change your mind, but change your mind against a consistent framework. Because if you're not consistent, people are always second guessing what you're doing. So be consistent. And the last skill is your compass. Integrity is critical in this job. You can be competent, you can be courageous, have confidence, be a great communicator, be consistent. But if you don't have integrity, that compass doesn't point true north. I look at my responsibility not as accepting an honor, I look upon it as accepting a challenge and a responsibility, an obligation to actually make it possible for the people who are younger to come up and achieve levels of greatness so they too can be on the stage sometime in the future.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. So I hope that's can inspire everyone, yeah. And that's actually very related with our corporate and company as well. That yeah, if we believe in ourselves and our team, we can grow together like that, yeah. Okay, keep it in mind and hope that reminds you every day to what's called make you motivate you every day, yeah. And then Noi also has strategic direction on the Pepsi Co called Performance with Purpose. So her strategy is very strong that transforming the PepsiCo from what we know the Pepsi is kind of like a soda, a junk food or something like not good for health, but she transformed it into a healthy company like that. So the company that produce the healthy food like that. So she also have acquisition some healthy company like what's called the Quaker Oats, the Tropicana. That's what she stepped to transforming the Pepsi company become the health the company that produce the healthy food. Okay, the first performance with purpose that she deliver is first focus on delivering strong finance performance. Second, delivering it in a way that is sustainable over time, and then third, in a way that is responsible and responsive to the needs of our communities. Okay, maybe Nadia can play the video for the strategic of her. Yeah. So this is about the transformation.
I think a lot about the word sustainability and what it means to me and all of us at PepsiCo. How can we create a healthier future for people and our planet? That's a big question, and I don't claim to have any easy answers. But I do believe that corporations, large and small, have an important role to play. Because when we act responsibly, we can contribute to the sustainability of our world. PepsiCo embarked on our sustainability journey, what we call performance with purpose, more than 10 years ago. And today, we are more committed to it than ever before because it's the right thing to do for our business and it's the right thing to do for our world. We are moving towards more nutritious options, reducing added sugars, sodium, and saturated fat, so it's easier to maintain a healthy diet. By 2025, we will reduce the added sugars in many of our drinks by roughly 30%. We are recycling and replenishing water while rethinking its use. We're shrinking our carbon footprint as our business grows, and our strategy for the future of all our bags and bottles is simple: reduce, reuse, recycle. We are reinvesting in our workforce, our farmers, and communities, creating opportunities across the markets we serve. And we're investing $100 million in women and girls' economic success with a focus on education and workforce training. Because nearly half of us are women, and when we unleash the potential of half of our world, we'll all be stronger for it. You know, I'm so proud of our incredible PepsiCo associates who are helping transform our vision into a reality. In doing so, we're helping tackle some of today's greatest common challenges: health and well being, climate action, and economic growth, all guided by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The idea that being a great company means being a good company is at the heart of performance and purpose. It's what fuels our business. That's why I believe PepsiCo's best days are yet to come.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. Yeah, so that video is about the transformation. So that's really important, like how we make it our vision into reality. So like Bukit Vista, we have the vision that inspire delight every time, everywhere, and everyone. So how actually we make it that into reality by helping the guests, by helping the employee, by helping the partner. So that's why we have three squad that focusing on the each what's called user funnel. So hopefully in the future we can keep inspire delight to everyone. Yeah. Okay, that's it. And then also the last one, Indra Noyi, career as a business executive NCO. She also have a master class. So if you want to access it and then learn more about the journey, her journey, and then also some ability that can help yourself, you can log in and then join the master class of the Noyi. Yeah? Okay, that's it. The weekly inspiration for today. So I will get back to the Nadia.
Okay, thank you, Katendi, for such an inspiring weekly inspiration. Yeah, so let's move forward to the vision, mission, and statement because I believe Mr. Jing is not here, so I will continue to the weekly mission inspiration, and let's start with the weekly mission inspiration to transform our partners. Back to you again, Katendi, for the mission.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. Last week, I conduct a meeting with the full board partner for the review performance and then action feedback. So actually, there are two insights that what's called interesting from our partners. So actually, they interest to make a new property investment, but see struggling what kind of property, which area, and everything. So I offer that. Okay, so let me discuss with our team if Bukit Vista also can help that to make it the proposal of the new property investment. And then also Dancing Garden recommend to her family because her family also have a villa, but she's still asking if the family can want to rent as well. And that's also the Villa Tupa as well, the second one. So I will coordinate more with the BI team regarding the proposal for the investment. Thank you. Back to Nadia.
Okay, thank you, Katendi. Move forward to the mission inspiration to that positively transfer our employees. To Shalin. Is Shalin here?
Yes, okay, thank you, Nat. So this was actually originated from Furkan's idea, and Furkan is the one actually like inputted this update, but he is currently on-site work to the universities in Jakarta with Jane. So let me read this for him. So last Friday, recently we have found a new recruitment method to make our time and effort more efficient in this case. So we directly phone the candidates who pass CV screening method to the interview on Discord. So it cuts around like 50% to 70% of the time needed to recruit one person, basically. So we only need for about like 2 or 3 days to bring in Novel, which is actually here in the alliance meeting to the trial program. So this is actually like makes our workload much more efficient in this case. So I believe this is actually a really good improvement as well as innovation into our recruitment process, thanks to Furkan actually. And yep, I believe that will be it. Thank you, and back to Nadia.
Okay, thank you, Shalin, for that. And also welcome, Nofal, if you're here. Okay, let's move forward to the technological innovation. We're to William, but I think William is not here. So I would like to read it out loud for him. So it's about the Airbnb listing availability and the price scraper. The story is sometimes we can learn a lot from successful listing in Airbnb. There might be several key information that we might want to extract. Like first, what's their pricing strategy like? What's their calendar availability like? And we previously did this manually by selecting the dates and seeing the average price by scrolling through the calendar to get an idea of how fully booked they are. We can now get this information more accurately and less painfully by just passing in the listing ID of the listing. Should be available to you guys soon. So thanks to Felix. So there's actually a few attachment here. Yeah. Okay. Moving forward to the next inspiration by the technology over to Kak Bayu. Is Kak Bayu here?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Nadia. So this one is user experience improvement. Right now, it's achieving 36.5 increase in the app usage on Bivigo. So that is very, very high. And also, it's now increased to 86% guest journey updates done by partners, not by Bukit Vista. So that is all-time high. That's we never achieved that number before. So this is a very high achievement, and that is because basically what we've done is some different things, but basically we are looking at the user struggle in how they use their tools, and we do a lot of experiments with new feature and existing feature as well. And then what we do is we take all the small things from the user experience, basically from the feature, and it will affect only very specific users, in this case, the staff, and also sometimes the owner as well. But these small things are having a huge impact. So the key takeaways on doing this is basically when we work on trying to achieve something, it's very important to find the right indicator to see the success. It doesn't need to be a number. It could be something that's very empathetic. And the second one is tinkering with what's working and use it like how the user would use it. And the third one is simplify. This is something that's not easy, because when we are building something, we tend to add more, add new things or new feature, new technology. But the user actually wants more simple process, right? So we need to remove, reduce, and then simplify the process. And then also the next one, new features or new tool doesn't always bring impact, basically. So what's important is improving and continue using the existing ones. And this could basically give us a better result. So with all of this improvement, there's a very little that we have new feature. Most of the time, we just fix what's already existing. And the last one is incremental improvement. So probably I also attached that our Trello board right there for our project. If you see the kind of project that we are doing, there's no like huge changes or huge product launch or like changing the app entirely. No, this is what's important. So basically, no drastic change to avoid scaring the user away, and let the app be still the app that they are familiar with. We just improve the way people would use it. So that's the story of this innovation. Back to Nadia.
Okay, thank you, Kak Bayu, for sharing the technological innovation from product development. Move forward to the company theme, target, and achievement. I believe over to Ara.
Yeah, okay. Before I start doing my report, I'd like to respond to Bayu's report. Don't forget to give credit to everyone that is involved to gathering the bugs and making all the improvements that PD actually did. So I'd like to say thank you for hosting, and PM team, BD team juga yang figuring things out what exactly can be improved on the apps every single day. So that for that part, I thank you guys for doing so. Okay, so for my part, it's the same. We know that the monthly theme is the hospitality technology integrations. So a couple of the inspections that I did will be related to that. Following up to the previous inspections that you guys can see on December 5, I think it's still going on for the SPP discussions between Jessica with Bayu and Lilis. So everyone that has been wondering can actually look up on the comment sections about the progress. Yeah. The next part is from this week, yeah, December 12th. The first one is review performance. I say that this is bad. Actually, not really review performance, but like listing performance in general. I should change it into listing performance. So I believe everyone aware. So to those who is not aware, please be aware that our account recently got suspended due to our overall listing standards. Airbnb set up a new rates, which is 4.7 overall reviews as their new standards. This is still ongoing on my side. I myself still doing deeper investigations about the details on is it truly just about the overall review ratings or is there any other case. Thank you, Ayana, for bringing that up to actually deepen the the investigation. We had a discussion between me, Gani, Bayu, and Jing yesterday, and these are the results so far for the last discussion. So first, I'd like to have Gani please check up on the list of overall listing review rate that performing below 4.7. That's visible on the everyone that have Chandra account is visible. You can see the email. You can check Joy recent email on the list, so it's there. The second part is about warning letter because due to these new standards, we're thinking to have an issue warning letters to the property that is repetitively doing cleanliness issue mostly on their part that is not following the guidelines that and our standards that has been discussed and written on their contracts. So in this case, I'd like to point out Kyla to come up with a warning letter classifications and also the guideline on how to roll it out. The last part, for the execution part, once the guideline and the classifications is done, I think me and Teddy will come up with the list of the properties who will get it. Okay, the last part is from, because in the review performance, we have accuracy, value, and then we also have posting. So on guest side, I'd like to have Marcel to still continue actively reporting timely for any guest complaint on the shift handover paper. Okay, the next part is about hypervisors cross-culture. Previously, we don't really have massive and good communication flow between hypervisors, mostly because only one hypervisor that is existing in guest squad. Right now, we build that up in partnership. So I think this part is good. There has been a good discussions and teamwork in terms of improving the hypervisions of leaders across guest and partnership squad. So the actionable on this part is continue exploring best hypervisions workflow in the company through discussion among the hypervisors. So which one that actually work best to all funnels. And then second, understand each other's strengths and weaknesses to team up better, giving relevant feedbacks. In this case, for now, Marcel and Kyla. But in the future, we might have more hypervisor in any other chapters or maybe other squads. The last part, we also have issue on the contract status or partner journey. Currently, the best person that have the visibility of this one is only BD. They're the one that knows best about the contracts and partner journeys regarding the partnership itself. But it is not perfect on the other side, whether it's to hosting team, whether it's to PMs, property manager team, and many other chapters in the company. So the issue was there are multiple sources to see contract status right now on our partnership, which everyone find it confusing. Some people go to bigger still, some people go to Data Vista, as I have reported also below later. But BD team use Coda, and most people also use PRM to actually check what is the status, all contracts, new contracts, and so on and so on. So in this case, I'd like to point out Kyla as the leader to make a single source of truth for all partnership contract status, whichever that works best for both BD and the company in general. And please announce it on the next all hands on which platform exactly you'd like to have everyone to visible to see the contract itself. Okay, and then moving on to the target side, I think everyone already aware since last week I announced that our December revenue target is 340,000 USD with 5-star rating 75% and overall rating currently under discussions because Airbnb set up 4.7, but for now our target is still 4.5. And to deliver also the $1 million target, since Mr. Jimmy is not here today, so I'd like to deliver the target from 1st September to 20th February. Previously, we already achieved the 1 million USD, and then now we increase it into 2.5 million USD. So it's optimistic, I think, but it's good, so everyone can keep up the spirit to actually hustle and gain more. Okay, the next part, hospitality technology integrations. Last week we were discussing about what are the tools for community. The previous week was like the hosting, and this week we are discussing about the BD team, business development team. As I reported earlier, one of the source right now for everyone to see the property contract adoption status can be seen in here. From on-site PRV, we have found that several properties, especially old partners, still don't have a clear contract base. And these tools could help the team to see what's the partnership's status of all partners. It will indicate if a property doesn't have a contract yet in the system, which help prioritization as well. Sebentar, kok screen-nya beda ya? Wait. Okay, the next one, this is to awareness team ya. So the partnerships GMB profile is still suspended. To everyone, this is a good awareness so everyone can be aware, which is actually important to support SEO and Google review. And from the guest part, need to find an efficient way to display 360 views in the listing. Some possible solutions have we looked into it. So this is like one of the sample of the pictures you guys can see and the integrations with Google Maps later on. In this part, need more solution for content-related improvements to boost new listings with no bookings yet. So the awareness team, please be mindful on this one and consult to me if you have any further questions. The next one, some existing tools that can help the awareness team. One of the SLA trackers, which shows the inquiry value generated from awareness side. So this part is good. You guys can see that it's actually improving very well. Not consistently, progressively, always going up, but at least in general, we can see the graph is going good. So explore the opportunity sections on Airbnb, specifically what to do to create more appealing listings. I think this also improving by time. For example, previously we don't have self check-in as part of the appeal of a listing to be more popular. So I think content needs to improve in innovating in this case to understand and be aware what are the hotspot for listings these days. So these are the opportunities. I believe you guys are aware on the awareness side. Ways to improve your business, which is a couple of things you see: provide basics for cooking, allow pets, and so on. Later can see on the comparing to also the percentage on how important the things for each listings that is marketed in Airbnb. The next part is content improvement based on inquiry keyword search. You guys can also see, and I think on the SEO part also already familiar on this one. So this not just work on Google, but Airbnb turns out is also have their recording these things to make a listings popular. Okay, so that's the inspections for technology integrations for previously I remember about BD, the contract side, and also the awareness team. And the next one was the achievement, December revenue achievement, yeah. So we have achieved 290,000 USD of revenue target in December. This is a 85% achievement so far of our first revenue target. In week 1, which is 1st to 7th December, we have achieved 140,000. So this is achieved for a weekly target. And so far in the second week, we have generated around 32,000 USD. Our target is around 35. So we likely to actually achieve. With an average daily rate, daily fill rate of 6,000, we are currently pretty on tracks, moving towards the end of week 2. But again, on tracks means that it can be better, right? So do not stop just based on the target. If you see that the performance is actually better than the targeted number, I think that's even better. That means that the team has hustled better. Okay, the quality and ratings achievement. So Great news, our 5-star rating has been the highest so far in the past month. Congrats teams for this achievement. This means 70% of guests have left a 5-star reviews on their stay experience. Let's keep it up and achieve higher. Another good news, we also achieve our overall ratings target 4.5 out of 4.5. Let's aim for 4.7. This also align with the new targets that probably being set by the Airbnb team. Most of this improvement is thanks to an increase in communications, locations, and value ratings by far. Okay, so good job. The last part to conclude, we have not achieved the second week. I think ini salah ya, harusnya we've achieved achievement 93%, but above is actually already achieved. Okay. Yeah, I think the last part is a little bit off. Sorry for the missed report, but you guys can follow the achievement part. December revenue achievement. Okay, that's pretty much the report on my side. Back to you, host. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ara, for the reports. Let's continue to the squad management, but I see none here. So we'll forward to the core value recognition. Over to Ara first.
Oh iya, so ini sebenarnya lebih ke awareness for every one of you that is attending this meeting. Karena kalau PM we already aware, but I like, of course, along the way that I like to recognize Tandy to help others to help themselves creating this tool. So Tandy is trying to help others by creating this property checklist to improve the effectiveness of property managers' quality of inspections and also increased awareness of external and internal team of property inspections checklist. So I've been hearing a lot of questions like, mana sih property checklist tuh kayak apa bentuknya? Nah, ini jadi yang pada attend all hands, I hope everyone listening and watch this side so you guys aware, oh ini bentuknya kayak gini gitu. So thank you Tandy for make the visual also better, so easy to understand for everyone.
Coba lihat fotonya di bawah, coba.
Apa sih? Oh ya, oh this is like addition from Gani ya. Gani, what's this is about? Boleh dijelasin?
Ya, ini Mas Andy sedang memperagakan apa Mas ini Mas? Bersih-bersih villa. Step by step how to clean up the villa and the guideline and the stuff. Ya, on the Mi Villa Batu Mejan bersama Andy Bombo.
Okay. Yeah, thank you Gani for delivering that, giving the briefing. Yeah, jadi itu that's how the field course look like. What we do exactly on the field. It's fun. So if you guys stop by to Jogja, Bali, we can do this together to experience what's the hosting property manager actually do on the field. Okay, langsung ke next aja ya Nadia. The next one is I'd like to recognize Bli Ketut. Before I'd like to recognize Bli Ketut, I'd like to say also thank you to Erika to actually deliver the invitations to the community team about anniversary. Jadi ada anniversary di Amazon property, 3rd anniversary. They have a small party and they invite us as part of their managers. So it was pretty last minute. We got Marcel and Ketut attending a property anniversary event last week. Not just that, Ketut is very agile responding to community CM team request to surprise the partner with small merchandise to be printed and set up for the event. So thank you, Bli Ketut, for inspire the light. This, I believe, motivate the owners and also good gestures as part of the hospitality company to show the appreciations towards the anniversary of the property. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to you, Nadia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ara. And let's go to the next section. Here we have the employee transformation service update from Shelin. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. So this is a report from the most recent EES that I've sent out to the whole company, to everyone over here. So in total, we have received 26 responses. So thank you, everyone, for making our time filling out these responses. And here are the summary of the things that are actually asked on the EES itself. So the first one is on BBW, Baris Balance Work. So there are a few things that was mentioned in the EESB previously. So first things first, on the things that we can control. So overall, in the EES itself, the average satisfaction level is 6.88 out of 10, meaning it's like somewhere good, but not really that great in this case. And some of the good things mentioned over here is that the operations seems to run better with this program. Problem discovery as well as fixings is actually managed faster, and distribution in terms of work is more balanced, as well as this program would allow optimization of the ongoing programs or projects. For example, the one that was mentioned in the ES itself was the OSAI project. So I believe those in operations already know what OSAI is, right? In this case, so basically it's it's a program where we are utilizing AI to ask inquiries about the properties that we have. And some of the things that we can improve on in terms of this specific program of BBW, the first thing is the clear expectation on what is the purpose or like the objective of the programs, as well as the expected result of the program. As of now, some people mentioned that, okay, they are asked to like join this program, but there is no set of expectation kayak end resultnya itu sebenarnya apa sih, like by them like participating in the program. So that part is still missing. And a few things to be fixed yang ada dimention beberapa orang sekaligus adalah the schedule. So currently the schedule is mentioned is like notified like D-1, right, in this case, which is actually pretty last minute, not allowing like our employees or interns to like complete their dependencies firsthand in this case. So we would like to settle this and notify at least D-3 before the assignment day, so that we can settle our work first. And so some of the things that can be improved adalah guidebook for first timers to get them started, as well as the inspection on the quality of work. So for those who attend this Buddies Balanced Work program. And a few other things that was asked in the ES itself. The second one is the semester goals. So the tendency is more into optimistic, yeah, majority, like about 85% of people answer they are optimistic about the goals. So it is actually like showing signs of the industry recovery, especially post-pandemic, as well as integration of tools and strategy aligned with our monthly goals as well. And quality is actually maintained pretty well with these semester goals. And of course, there are a few things that can be improved in this current goal or even in our future goals. So some things that we can improve on is that perhaps breaking down the goals into details. So as of now, we have the semester goals as a whole, right? So we have like 1, 2, 3 certain targets that we want to achieve. However, it's like not really broken down into certain teams or like chapters or squads. So based on the feedback from the team, I think we can actually like make that specified further. And another thing is that reliable and constant ops team, because ops team is the core to achieve our semester goals. So that could also relate to the BBW program. And last point over here is the possibility to reconsider, review our ratings as initial goals. So so not inputting the revenue target as the number one goal, but perhaps we can switch around and set the review or rating as the first goals that we need to achieve in this case. Okay, then the third one is the payroll system. So majority said it's good, and then best, and then worst in this case. So there are a few good things that is happening so far. The first one is the clear expectation on the income tax, as well as the BPJS payments, as well as the update is much faster, say, in this case. However, there are actually still few flaws juga. The first thing is the punctuality on evaluation. So this one from the evaluator or from the leaders themselves. And there's actually a delay in basic. I believe for this month, we haven't actually received one from finance, yeah. So that's another thing to be fixed as well. And delegation for evaluators. So there were like confusion here and there on who's going to evaluate who and so on. So that needs to be made clear in the upcoming one. And last but not least, for employees who are having like new responsibilities, the expectations need to be set clear. And it should be like written in the employee journals itself, so that like both sides are clear. Last but not least, we do a quick voting on like what is the best and the worst programs that we have. Out of these 4 programs, like the best ones is actually PBW, yeah, and then the second place is SPP. However, the worst one is actually OKR, and the second vote over here is PBW as well. So this is actually an interesting vote, in general. And our next plan for this is that the first thing is for the BBW. It's actually almost balanced, yeah, like between the voting between the best or the worst program in this case. So related to the action points of the BBW above, we also need to reevaluate some parts of the program as well. And the last point over here is the review OKR program, including its guidelines and implementation, because it's like voted as the most like worst programs right now, people. And yeah, that's the update on the October-November 2022 EES. So for the result of the previous EES, you can read it out directly in the table over there, yeah, because we are kind of like lack of time juga. Okay, that's for the report on EES. Back to Nadia.
Okay, thank you, Shelly and also HR for sharing that. So before we move forward to the personal update, I would like to go to the announcement first. So over to you again, Shelly.
Okay, apa lagi ya? Okay, thank you Nadia. So quick announcement that the HR team is currently have finished drafting and planning for the one-on-one sessions, and we have managed the allocation accordingly towards the HR team, and we are ready to conduct the one-on-one sessions this month. So it will be starting from this week until the end of December, and we'll be having company management and retention as our main topics. So later on, some of our HR team members will like schedule a time with you directly, yeah, in this case. Thank you, and yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Shelly. Looking forward for the one-on-one session. So let's go. So let's go to the personal updates. And the question of the week is actually from Kateni. What is a problem in the world you hope to see solved within your lifetime? Okay, interesting question. Let's go to Gani first to start out. Over to you.
Start with simple from bike. So bike is future of transportation. Yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Biking every day, Gani, yeah. Okay. Two-way.
Probably minority issue.
Oh, okay. Minority issues. Over to Adil.
Hopefully less traffic for less destination possibly.
Oh, less traffic. Yep. Okay, Sabrina is not here, so to Ola.
I guess poverty and ongoing conflicts in general.
Okay. Thank you, Ola. And to Furkan, this is not attending. He said human ego and war. Oh, okay. From Nadine is racism and global warming. To Kela.
Mine is poverty.
Okay, thank you, Kela. And next to Mo Wayana. Over to you, Mo.
I think it's go green.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Mo. Okay, I thought you want to say more. Over to Gray.
For me, it's inequality. Yep, back to you, Nadia.
Okay, interesting. Over to Erica.
Same with Agrippa, inequalities.
Inequalities as well. Oh, there's a link over here. Okay, looking forward to read that. Putri Han Charisma is not answering. To Cynthia.
I think illiteracy and lack of education.
Oh, okay, thank you. Over to Mahesi.
It's child labor.
Child labor. Okay, education free. Interesting. Over to Ara from Transformation.
My side, terrorism and world hunger. I think both came from poverty issue. So yeah, hopefully poverty in general.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Ara. Over to Kak Tendi.
no pollution, and then world become healthy world and with eco-friendly technology. Thank you.
Oh, okay. To Shalin next. Over to you.
From my side is global warming. Thank you.
Thank you. And to Bi Ketut. Is Bi Ketut here? Okay, I think he's not here. So he said garbage separation. And next from Mas Mario.
Permainan hukum di Indonesia.
Waduh. Okay, interesting. Gisela is not here. From Krishna also not here. He said world starvation and refugee crisis.
Halo?
Actual people need to cross
Ya,
the sea
gimana,
just
Pak?
to seeking for safe lives. Oh. Okay, next to Tuhan.
Untuk harga bagian pricing sih Pak, sistem biasanya gimana Pak?
And next to Bani.
Enggak, maksudnya Pak Bas pengen komplain atau pengen tanya atau pengen tahu nih konteksnya. Oh, jadi pengen ini ya, apa komplain ya. Nah, ke bagian pricing ya Pak, saya kasih nomornya ya. Soalnya kalau untuk harga terus ini apa taktiknya gimana gitu dengan bagian pricing. Gimana Pak? Saya kasih nomornya, mau? Mbak Bella nanti sama Mbak Bella.
Such a unique answer about standards. Thank you.
Iya Pak, untuk konsultasi harga dengan bagian pricing ya Pak, saya hubungkan gimana Pak? Ini ada Mbak Bella sama Mbak Lilis, saya kirimi nomornya ya Pak. Saya kirimi nomornya Pak. Enggak Pak, kita kan dipisah-pisah semua, Jogja juga cuma saya sendiri. Kalau Mbak Bella itu di Bali apa ya, kalau nggak di Bandung. Atau nanti biar, kalau Pak Bas mau ngerubah sendiri nggak bisa. Cuman kalau Pak Bas kayak request, aku pengennya gini, nah itu bisa dibikin gitu.
Okay, thank you. Next to
Tanggal 2.
Okay, and the next to Vidi.
Ini nanti coba, kebetulan ini juga lagi Zoom meeting Pak. Nanti setelah Zoom meeting selesai, saya coba hubungin bagian pricing supaya menghubungi Pak Bas nggih. Gitu aja Pak.
Okay, thank you. Next to Marcel is that extreme belief. Oh, okay. And Rafi. Okay, yeah. Okay, and next to okay. From Maria, she said violence, and there's no answer from Rifki. Next to Della.
For me, it's global warming.
Okay, yeah, I hope they don't need to find this kind of stuff anymore, yeah. Next to Dira.
Farming inequality and religion.
Okay, so yeah, that's it then for today's personal updates. Thank you everyone for answering. And I would like to over Tendi as the host to end the session for today.
Okay, thank you very much. It's very interesting, yeah, for the answer of the all. Sorry, did you hear me? No, clear? Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for all the answer. It's very interesting. Yeah, I think the takeaway is never be late to think about the future and then the world. Even though we are just 1%, we can spread it to the all people to start taking care of the world. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. One more time for everyone that joined the All Hands today. Thank you for Nadia as a moderator for help me this today. And then I hope to see you everyone. Have a good day, everyone. Good luck. Thank you.
Have a good day everyone. Jangan
Thank
bertengkar
you
ya.
everyone.
Love you.
Have a good day.
Thank
Bye
you
bye.
Naila, semangat semangat.
Lanjut di Discord aja ini chattingan.
Lanjut berantem di Discord ya. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.